everybody. It's the best day of the week, Thursday. That's the thing that I made up. Typically, I think the best day of the week is any of the ones where you don't have to work. But the reason I say Thursday is the best day of the week is because it's time for Steve's Dang-Its, where we take a look at the biggest dang-its from around the NHL over the past week. Our first dang-it this week is Brett Kulak falling down on his bum. No, Nick, we had this in last week. He did it again?
Kulak, and that might have hit his own man, Yamamoto. Carried out by Saad, man fell down. It was again Kulak to the net. Kyrou! And that's denied. Jack Campbell, a tremendous stop on Kyrou. And it remains just 1-0. But again, Brett Kulak going down here with the Blues on the run.
That's twice we've seen him heel pick like that. It resulted in a goal against the last time it happened to him. Not a whole lot he could do. It was Nazem Kadri with speed that flew around him. This time it's another real fast skater in Jordan Kyrou. Not the guy you want to give a step, let alone a lane.
He did it again! Now this time, of course, Kulak was bailed out by his goaltender, which is very cool. And it's a reminder that if you're a goaltender to tend the goal. But, Brett! That's enough! That's a dang-it. Our next dang-it was, I think, easily the most requested one that we saw this week. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal. Not, if you're a goaltender, sweep the leg. Here's Tristan Jarry and whatever he was attempting to do to Leon Draisaitl.
Won a championship up in Anchorage, Alaska. McGinn was tripped up, and that's going to negate the power play. And Hyman is furious. Dribbling up, and now Jarry was coming off and collided with Draisaitl.
I think there might potentially be two here. Draisaitl certainly going to the box here, and this is just... I think it's going to be Draisaitl maybe too. No, and he's going to the bench, so obviously it's just the one. Here it is, digging in on McGinn, and he doesn't like it too much. He felt that he kept his stick down, but it certainly did bring him down. Then Jarry and Draisaitl collide there at center ice as Jarry's trying to get to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty.
Now, how did he miss
he's flying everywhere.
How did he miss the 6'2", 215-pound Leon Draisaitl?
I don't know.
And Sullivan is saying exactly that. Now, he's trying for one way. Draisaitl was saying he was tripped.
Whoa! This clip went viral and everyone was laughing at it and cringing at it or whatever at it for its face value, which is Tristan Jarry doing a ridiculous thing and committing like 3 infractions against Leon Draisaitl. Holding, tripping, interference. Hey, Tristan Jarry! You all saw the commercial. And everyone thinks the dang it is either the act itself or the fact that none of them were called! And while you are correct, those things are ridiculous. How about the sum of everything, the full story of the game? The Edmonton Oilers have found themselves in a pickle several times this season. They were down 3-0 in their home opener against the Canucks. And at the time I'm shooting this, the Vancouver Canucks have not won a game yet, so we all know how that one ended. The Oilers have managed to squirm their way out of a few tight spots. And one of them was this one because they were down to Jarry and the Penguins. Well, sure enough, after this bizarre incident with Jarry and Draisaitl, the Oilers come back to tie it. They come back to get the lead, and they win the game, and one of those goals was scored by who?
One touch, give and go, Draisaitl, backhander scores! 5-3 Edmonton, the Oilers pouring it on!
Yeah, it's... Tristan, my guy. Why? That's a dang it. Our next dang it is on Frederik Andersen for not Googling the Oilers. Like, dude, Draisaitl, McDavid, a bunch of other ones. If you're a goaltender, tend the goal. All caps. And this is something that Frederik Andersen would have discussed at length with Zach Hyman back when they were teammates. Well, they're not anymore, and he seemed to forgot, and then they got reacquainted with each other behind the net, where they should never be reacquainted with each other.
Guided out ultimately by Hyman, who now puts the Jets on and splits Brady Shea, catches Anderson out of the net. He's down and out, kicked in front, shoots and scores. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Hyman won the battle, and Nugent-Hopkins put the matter to rest.
Good finish by Nugent-Hopkins, but a better forecheck by Edmonton. They got to it early in this game. Very important. When you're dealing with a real strong, structured defense core, you have to take their time and space away. Zach Hyman, just excellent work to get in there. McDavid digging in there with the stick, eventually to Nugent Hopkins, and he just one-touches this one from a sharp angle into the wide open net. Anderson gets caught. Little bump there, but play that puck. McDavid digs it loose.
With the skate.
Nugent Hopkins with the skate. For Hyman, right out to Nugent Hopkins. He's in Draisaitl.
That's one of the best goalies in the National Hockey League. Like, he was one of the best goalies in the National Hockey League last year for sure. Tristan Jarry has been to the All-Star game. I'm begging any of these goaltenders to tend the goal. I don't know which reaction I find funnier. Anderson's, nope, and just playing it off like, no, I didn't just embarrass myself and put my team down 2 in the third. Or Zach Hyman's momentary, huh? Look at him. Even he can't believe it. He forgot to take part in the puck battle. Oh, goalies, you're ridiculous. That's a dang it. Now, I talked about Frederik Andersen being one of the best goalies in the league last year. The best goalie in the league last year was Igor Shesterkin. His name is now on a plaque that's on a trophy that's for the best goalie in the league. That's how I know that. And once again, gonna need crowd participation at home for this one. If you're a goaltender, thank you.
Kreider walks it in. Kreider shoots, save, Georgiev. And the rebound cleared, swept by Lehkonen.
This is a much better power play than the Rangers had at the start of the second.
And now Shesterkin lost the puck out in front, score! O'Connor with the forecheck from Cogliano to take the puck away from Shesterkin. Colorado has the lead as they get a shorthanded goal.
You see Cogliano chase this puck down the ice. He's going to continue to the puck as he sees that Shesterkin's out of the net. Now, when that puck leaves or goes over the goal line into the corner, Shesterkin has to back up. He can't play it. Would be a penalty.
Last year, when you made all those saves, like you made a bunch of saves, where were you for those saves? Were you at center ice? Were you in the corner? Stay there! No one is safe. That is a dang it. Now, in fairness to goalies, you can still make a mistake while in the net, while tending the goal, if you will. And they call him Big Save Dave, not Big the Next Marty Brodeur. Situational awareness, paramount. That's Jack Eichel. He's not on your team.
That's for their game last night in Colorado, and a bad turnover by Rittich, and Eichel scored! Oh, Rittich gave it away to Jack Eichel. He snaps home his second of the night. It's 4-0.
I talked about the release of Jack Eichel. That is in and out of the net in a hurry. And for Rittich, a tough turnover here. But not often you want your defenseman as a goaltender to pass it back. And he tries to go up the middle. Eichel reads it. He just kind of curls, fires, and goes upstairs short side.
My nonna couldn't make a pizza pie like that. Just tossing that thing right up the middle. I mean, the pizzas she made were square. I don't know, that might be a regional thing. Shout out all my pugliese. Anyway, enough of my origins. Stop doing that, David! There are a few goalies around the NHL where I have to, like, you're in dang it's too often. I'm just gonna say it. Big save it, David. You're one of them. You stop it right now. Vegas Golden Knights fans like, actually shut up, Steven. This is rather enjoyable. Fair enough, to each their own. That's a dang it. Staying with the theme of the Vegas Golden Knights, this one is, I think, low-key the funniest one. The San Jose Sharks. Boy, have they not had a lot to cheer about this season. Playing the Leafs tonight at 10:30. They're going to win that one. Well, anyway, the San Jose Sharks have not had very much to cheer about this season, and their goal horn has not gone off nearly enough. To the point where, in a game where the Sharks were losing to the Vegas Golden Knights, their goal horn person went rogue and played the goal horn for a Vegas Golden Knights goal.
Theodore to Stevenson. Got room. Sends it across and oh! Right to the tape of Mark Stone. And the Golden Knights are now up by 2.
Easily my favorite part about this one is trying to picture what it was like behind the scenes. Because it wasn't like, oh, he shoots, he scores! Meh. Listen to the gap. Okay, he scores the goal. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 3, Mississippi. 4. We almost got to 4! It'd be one thing if you were like, buh, and you forgot your job temporarily and you pushed the button. This is all I'm picturing behind the scenes. I'm sorry.
Right to the tape of Mark Stone.
Oh, can't even hate. We've all been there. Well, you know, not with the goal horn in front of an arena of thousands of people, but we've all made mistakes. That's a dang it. For our next dang it, the Canucks have lost every game this season. That's not the dang it. The dang it is two of them went to overtime, and that's good because that means you didn't lose that bad. And the worst you can lose is by 1 goal. You get a point in the standings. You should try to win. And here's the Canucks. I'll just let you watch it.
Zuccarello looking for the hat trick. Doesn't shoot it. Kaprizov at the side. Demko to save. Kaprizov again. Puck was bouncing. Now he scores. Besser and Miller had both been out for over 2 minutes.
Here's the extra attacker on for the delayed penalty, and Kaprizov picks up his own rebound and has time to bring it out. Brock Besser was in behind. You can see Tyler Myers is down. Kaprizov shot, and here comes Brock Besser. He's trying to get in to play ball hockey goalie, and it's off his pad and into the net. Thatcher Demko gets turned around. He's in desperado mode.
Now, I'm going to teach you a little thing or two about how the internet works. You know how you can't just use footage from wherever you want, and you can't just use a song from wherever you want because, you know, that you don't own it, right? Like, we can upload NHL highlights on this channel, but we couldn't upload, for example, Season 4 of The Office. We don't own that. We're not allowed to do that. You know what song you can play because it's fair use? The Benny Hill theme song. Take it away, producer Nick. What are any of you doing? Now, in fairness, this is 4-on-3 in overtime. Kirill Kaprizov is one of the 4. That's a very bad situation to be in. There are a lot of penalties you don't want to kill, and 4-on-3 in overtime is one of them. It's calamity all around. Thatcher Demko is facing the wrong way. There are 2 Canucks that are down and out on their knees who have no idea where the puck is, except JT Miller, who definitely knows where the puck is, and he's guarding that pass. There's no way Kirill Kaprizov is going to pass this one because I'm in the way and there's no way. Look at this right here. Big stop. He goes full Gandalf. You shall not pass. No way. Oh, we lost. Now, I did see a lot of comments on Twitter like, well, why is this JT Miller's fault? And listen, it's everyone's fault, but his is easily the most visually funny on that play. Come on. But it's a good reminder to everyone watching this video to recharge your controller in between each use. That play, that game, that team, at the moment, is a dang it. For our next dang it, remember earlier we had Tristan Jarry and the Pittsburgh Penguins? Well, in this video, I am to the Pittsburgh Penguins what Braun Strowman is to Roman Reigns, and I'm not finished with you!
First 10 shots, all by Columbus.
How about Larson? He wants his top line out there against Crosby. It's Jenner, Nyquist, and Goodrow. And that has to speak of the 3 veterans. And
turned over and scores! What a play! Boone Jenner.
see what happens on the forecheck there, and that was a key here for the Blue Jackets. Johnny Goodrow's assist. Going to get it off the shin pad, and how about Boone Jenner? Almost in one motion. I mean, you're right in front of the blue paint, all alone with Jarry, and Jarry's looking the other way to start.
Yeah, it was a bad one. It was a pretty bad one. But you know what was also bad? I'm not finished with you!
Elvis reaching for it. Malkin. Cross ice. Top of the circle, the tank. Crosby in the slot. Nobody there at the defense. And Roslovic on a breakaway. Looks behind him, moves in and scores. Short-handed goal. Roslovic on the board with his first of the year.
Well, here's the play. Letang's a defenseman up. He thinks Rust is covering for him, but he's not. Rust is in a shooting position. And the look on their eyes when that happened, you can see it. Rust looks back. His eyes got big. He's like, oh! And Jack Roslovic, I mean, this is a calm, cool skate. He knows he's got all evening. And right there, he picks his spot. Head up. Great.
Oh, the Penguins, they're having themselves a week. That's a double. Dang it. For our next dang it, final seconds of the second period in Calgary, and the Buffalo Sabres are beating up on the Calgary Flames 4-1. And the ref steps in. They're like, you know what? This is too much. I gotta help him out. Gotta help out the home team. Don't worry, boys. Here I come.
Lewis will lift it in on net. Comrie the save. Rebound in front. Huberdeau with a bounce. Scores! Trevor Lewis. A buzzer beater. And it's 4-2.
and you got to feel for the official here. An awful feeling. He's just trying to get out of the way, ends up kicking it and making a perfect pass to Huberdeau, and then coming late, Lewis, who finds the wide empty net. And as a goaltender as well for Calgary, I mean, nobody in the rink's expecting that. That allows Lewis to come in late.
Oh. Now, in fairness to the ref here, that is a 1 in a million thing. It's not his fault. The puck, it's a rebound, deflects off of the goaltender and right into his feet. Jonathan Huberdeau comes flying. He just happens to be skating directly at where the puck ends up. He gets the primary, the ref gets the secondary, and the Flames get the goal. That's a dang it. For next dang it, it's a test for you. Yeah, staring right down the barrel of the camera. You. Let me ask you something. You think you're a good person? You think you're a good person? All right, let's find out. You better not laugh.
Robertson on the puck. Harris watching him, and he'll hand it back for Nils Lundqvist. Long pass, Hintz deflects it. Pavelski picks it up, goes to the net. Diving back as Emmett scores. Joe Pavelski gets the hat trick.
Canadian players swipe at it. They both take each other out of the play, and the one thing they don't get is the puck. Watch right there. He misses it. Harris misses it. And Pavelski is like a puck magnet. Just stayed around his stick. He popped it into the net. It's amazing when you look at a guy like Joe Pavelski at 38 years old and Ovechkin. You know, they're stepping close to their 40s, and they're still scoring at a rate like they were in their 20s. It's incredible.
That wasn't a laugh. That wasn't, did you? What about you? Did you? Two Habs defenders, I mean, you can't accuse them of not trying, that's good. But they collide, they slide, and bang into the boards. Luckily, they're okay, but oof. Oh, and it's on Joe Pavelski's hat-trick goal. Oof! They say Father Time is undefeated, but Joe Pavelski's got hands! Unfortunately for Montreal, that's a dang. And last but not least, because we're gonna have to take a moment with this one. The refs took a moment with this one as well. The high stick that never was. Alexis Lafreniere gets a penalty for high sticking against the Colorado Avalanche. Here's the thing, he didn't do it. The Avs did it to their own guy.
Panarin has it to a cutter. There's a shot. Georgiev makes the save. A penalty upcoming on Colorado. Lafreniere tied up, and the Rangers to go on the power play for the first time.
Well, you mentioned, Bob, this is the yin and yang of the Colorado Avalanche, a power play that is ripping along at 10 for 18, and their penalty killing just giving up 9 goals 13, already.
2 minutes for high sticking.
Oh, actually, the call's actually on Alexis Lafreniere. I'm sorry, I thought it was on Nichushkin, that 13. So, oh, you know what? This can be reviewed here, Bob, because we should, Dave Jackson, if we can get to Jax here, this is a Colorado stick. Right here, it's Tave's stick. Dave Jackson, are you with us? What do you see here?
I am, and you're right, it absolutely could be reviewed. However, it has to be called a double minor to be reviewed. I think they're only calling 2 minutes here. If that's the case, you cannot review the play.
So Dave, in that case, if it's just 2 minutes, basically it becomes bad luck.
Absolutely, it becomes bad luck. The rule was brought in there so the team doesn't get buried for 4 minutes on a penalty that's not a penalty. When it's a 2-minute penalty.
Okay, there's a few things here. We know from the video, definitively, right away, this is not the right call. Alexis Lafreniere did not high stick Kel McCarr. It was Devon Taves, who is McCarr's teammate. Broadcast gets Dave Jackson, a former NHL official, on, and he informs us, and this is pertinent information, that you can only review the play if it's a double minor. So you can get 2 minutes for high sticking, or you can get 4 if you draw blood, which is already a ridiculous rule because we've seen high sticks that definitely drew blood, but the ref's like, yeah, that's not enough blood, and how the heck do you measure that? But that's an argument for another day. You can review a double minor, you can't review a minor penalty. But here's the thing though, and this is very important, they did.
That's the luck. However, they're reviewing it now, maybe they went 4 minutes, so it might have been a cut.
Well, the entire Garden crowd reacting to the replays you've already seen, shown on the big screen here. And they can see that that was not the stick of Alexis Lafreniere. That made contact.
Both officials are on the headsets here.
It also seemed as if the Rangers were controlling the puck when the arm went in the air from the official. And only when the Rangers gave it away did they stop play.
I think it's pretty clear here that the stick is Taves, so unless Makar was cut and they called 4 minutes, as Dave Jackson's just outlined, you can't review it. Except they kind of are reviewing it.
I wonder if this discussion is as much about whether or not this can be reviewed, because it seems like it's a relatively obvious call. And you wonder if this is bad news being delivered by Brian Pochmara to Gerard Gallant.
He has just explained the difference between the 2 and the 4 minute review and not.
Okay, you can't review the 2-minute penalty. You did. You did review it. I don't care if you weren't supposed to. You did. So here's what we've seen 1,000 times. Like we've seen it less so with the goaltender interference, but more so with the offside reviews, all right? We've seen a bunch of goals called back because they were like a millimeter and a centimeter offside, which wasn't really the spirit of the rule. But at the end of the day, a rule is a rule. And even if you are a centimeter or a millimeter or less than an inch, if you're an American, if you are this much offside, the NHL has such a commitment to getting the call right, that goal's got to come back. But on this play, granted, the right thing to do would be to not review it at all and you just sit in your mess because you got the call wrong, but that happens often. That's not what happened here. They reviewed it anyway. The refs reviewed it on their little like Tamagotchi screen. Dude, I have a monitor right here. That's how big it is. It's next to this camera. It is bigger than the screen that the officials were looking at on this replay. Shambolic! Honestly, to get 32 of the monitor that I have in all 32 buildings across the NHL would cost less than $5,000. But no, we're watching on this thing. Watching on like an iPhone 4. We gotta get it right. So they review the thing. They see that they're wrong. The officials in this game see that they're wrong. Thousands of people in Madison Square Garden see that they're wrong. And the officials, after finding out they were wrong and confirming they were wrong, skate over to the Rangers bench and they say, it doesn't matter that we were wrong in the call. We were wrong in reviewing the call that was wrong. So we're just gonna be wrong. What? You're so committed to getting the call right that you intentionally get the call wrong? Shambolic! That is a sub-professional standard. Everyone involved should be shaking their head. Are you kidding? The Rangers get jobbed on that call. Absolutely jobbed. And there's no reason for it because thousands of people live in person and thousands of people internationally watching the game know the call is wrong. The officials calling the game see that they're wrong, but because they're not allowed to review the thing they reviewed, they stay wrong? What kind of preschool, elementary garbage is this? Boo! Boo forever boo! This is a fix on a 5-minute phone call. Get the call right and get bigger screens. How many of you are watching this video right now on a bigger screen than NHL officials watch? Like, the announcers be like, and this decision could decide the Stanley Cup final. And there's 2 refs huddled around a phone like this. Yes, that's my face on my phone. My wife put it there. Shut up! What are we even doing here? That's a dang it. Imagine using that review with your parents. Son, what are you doing? I told you you're not allowed to watch The Simpsons. Well, you said I'm not allowed to watch The Simpsons? Yes, that's what I said. You're not allowed to watch The Simpsons, so why did you watch The Simpsons? Well, I'm not allowed to watch The Simpsons, so I couldn't have watched The Simpsons. Oh, how silly of me. You're absolutely right. Carry on. You have 2 Board of Governors meetings a year. Please address this. We're all begging you. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that if you weren't allowed to watch this video but did anyway, no, you didn't.